A report by UNICEF reveals that millions of children across the world are engaged in begging. In the course of this activity, many of them are exposed to violence, exploitation, and abuse. In Nigeria, child begging is fast becoming a nationwide concern, driven by worsening hunger and rising insecurity, which force many families to push their children to the streets.
Your socialization as a parent will make you to know that, look, there's a certain responsibility you have to take for your children. And the economic factors come in. Maybe the parent cannot fence. No job, no livelihood, which coupled with the security factors. Now, parent cannot go to farms because of banditry and all other insurgencies. Now, he can't even have food to eat.
I was opportune to interact with some of them. Their parents are even here. They didn't come from other state or somewhere. No, they are citizens of this state.
For many of these children, begging isn't a choice, it's a desperate necessity. Experts say most of them come from families living in extreme poverty, and they are calling for comprehensive policies to address the root causes.
We need to prioritize. We seriously need to prioritize the future of tomorrow. The children are the future of tomorrow. So if we sit down and look at other inconsequential things and kind of leave that place empty, we end up with kidnappers. We end up with hoodlums. We end up with these people in Zanga Zanga that tear all the traffic lights and destroy the whole road because they don't understand.
A policy, very strong policy, and backed by law. It's something to make a policy. It's something to implement it and back it by law. The policy, in a nutshell, should be, you, as a Nigerian citizen, you must take your child to school.
Another key driver of child begging is displacement, whether by conflict, banditry, or natural disasters, which forces families out of their homes and pushes children onto the streets. Cultural and religious beliefs have also played a role in normalizing child begging in parts of Nigeria. Experts insist that legal reforms are needed to protect vulnerable children and bring an end to this practice.
And then, of course, we have the Child Rights Act of 2003 that has different provisions that enshrine, the rights of children to education. And of course, child labor. There are laws against child labor. And the out-of-school children veer into child labor, and they become street hawkers and all those people that push the blind, and not the blind, visually impaired and persons with disabilities. So there are many different frameworks. There are international instruments. You have the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women. And when you look at those things, they have, different rights to children and so on and so forth. So policies are there as well. International treaties are there. National, homegrown, legal frameworks are there. But for me, I think many people are not aware of this.
Ending child begging will require deliberate and coordinated action from all levels of government before what is now seen as a social ill becomes an accepted norm. Bello, Musa, Trust TV News, Kaduna.